Oi, Nate aqui, de volta no mundo de Dragon Age, muito rapidamente aqui, depois de ter platinado Skyrim e muitos dias sem jogar Dragon Age. Tô de volta aqui para um episódio bem rapidinho, e como sempre, né, eu costumo resumir e tudo mais, mas hoje não vai rolar. Eu ainda tô com o microfone meio ferrado, então eu vou continuar jogando sem comentário. E nesse caso aqui eu acho que nem se tiver alguma coisa interessante pra comentar, mas resumindo, basicamente somos filhos de um nobre, o nobre morreu, fomos atrás do rei, o rei morreu, aí tem uma praga maligna tentando dominar o mundo e precisamos do máximo de ajuda para que a gente puder. Aí a gente encontrou esse monte de desajustado aqui que está nos ajudando nessa empreitada. É um templário, uma bruxa, um um monstro psicopata, uma assassina, espiã e por aí vai. E pra gente conseguir também essa ajuda pra derrotar essa grande ameaça maldita que está assolando o Tamriel. Tamriel é do Skyrim, olha aí, eu tô tá esquecendo como que é o nome do lugar aqui. Ferelden. A praga que está vindo assolar Ferelden, que são os mortos-vivos demoníacos do inferno. A gente precisa ir com várias facções. Aí a gente foi pra Red Cliff. Aí o moleque tava possuído em Red Cliff aqui. Aí a gente precisou ir nos magos da torre. A gente conseguiu a ajuda dos magos da torre, indo pra terra dos sonhos lá, derrotando os bichão muito doido. Aí, ó, os magos estão do nosso lado agora, tanto os magos quanto os templários. Aí a gente conseguiu a ajuda aqui do Red Cliff, que tem total a ver com o cara que fez o golpe de estado que matou o rei. E agora, nesse episódio, vamos por Frostback Mountains, que se eu não me engano é onde os anões vivem. E aí a gente vai conseguir a ajuda dos anões, imagino eu. E no meio tempo a gente conquistou o coraçãozinho da Morrigan, que é a bruxa trevosa, linda, peituda. E enquanto isso, nossa querida Leliana, que é a nossa crente bonitinha aqui, também está com ciúmes, que vai ser muito complicado, mas vamos ver o que vai dar, né? Valeu, falou, até um próximo episódio aí. A introdução está feita.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Now let's time a war. Okay.
The waiting around part is awesome.
Time of war. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's go. On it.
Why are we always
Time of war. Low gauge transit bridge.
Alistair here. Yes. Yes.
On my way.
This reminds me of that time.
Our time award!
Yes. And I'm off. Yes. All right. Good. Yes. All right. And I'm off. Good. All right. And I'm off. Yes. And I'm off. Good. Good. And I'm off. All right. And I'm off.
Yes.
Of course. On my way. Indeed.
Speak then. Danger
Our
approaching.
time award! Logate down!
Your desire? Your direction?
What now? Right away.
All right.
Danger approaching.
Time of war. Locate transit bridge.
Try that again.
Of course.
Indeed.
Right. Nope.
All right. Time of war. Locate transit bridge.
Yes. Yes.
Can't do that.
We are.
Time of war. Locate transit bridge.
On it. Off I go.
It's done.
Now let's
Locate transit bridge.
Make a preserver!
Yes.
Command me.
Your wish? It's done.
All right. Time award. Okay, send in written. Let's do this quickly, shall we? All right. And I'm off.
Yes.
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 Never any shortage of these ones.
Going.
Huh.
Never any shortage of these ones.
That was interesting. And draining. I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Well, we can't all be quick-wit McSmarty-Pants now, can we? Apparently you have the monopoly on cleverness. What's on your mind? I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you. I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry. What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
Lovely.
Immediately.
Our time warrior approaching
We should do something in quickly.
Low gauge sensors ready. Oh, look, it wants to flank.
Stop poking me.
We are attacked. I shall do so. There is much to do.
All right, time to go.
Yes? Your wish.
We are attacked.
All right.
Let's go.
Yes.
I have contracts. They can't shut us out like
There's
this.
civil war. What will happen to us?
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me? Oh? What is this about? How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Now let's see. Which one first? And I'm off. Yes. And I'm off.
All right. Let's go!
Yes. All right. All right. And I'm off. All right. Yes. And I'm off. All right. All right.
If there's civil war, what will happen to us?
This is madness. They can't just shut down the
They
city.
think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux. Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less? Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy. Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
hear the Regent is saying that any band that doesn't do what he tells them is going to get trounced.
I don't believe that.
I heard it plain as day. They have to fall in line and fight the Darkspawn, or he'll make an example. That's the word he used.
That don't sound very Ferelden at all, if you ask me.
Ah, don't mind us. Just talk, that's all. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
I didn't get into this business to sit on my goods.
So, what can I do for you? This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
There are other places to sell. I don't have to come back here.
They say no one goes in or out until the Assembly speaks.
I demand an audience with the representative. King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrost Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember right.
They say the
Best of their
darkspawn have left for the surface.
Now, may the ancestors protect Blanca, wherever she is.
Show some pity for a poor old man. For the love of... Show some pity for a poor old man. For the love of paragons. Please.
I trust Vala, Warden.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us. Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension. Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed. Leave me.
I am told that it lost a large number of comrades in the battle with the Darkspawn.
Me? I guess I did, yes. I didn't know all of them that well, however. Mostly just Duncan.
I'm unfamiliar with this name.
It's not important. You don't need to know who he was.
I cannot remember if I ever had anyone important to me. All I remember is being given orders.
I would gladly be following Duncan's orders right now, if I could.
It enjoys following others. I find that odd.
You wouldn't understand. Don't worry, I don't expect you to.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew! Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king! Quieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the common, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yes, you should.
For a tiny people, they certainly build high ceilings.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the assembly to endorse Harrowmont. The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin. Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along. He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time? A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
One day the Paragon Branco will return.
Don't think so.
Is it true the Darkspawn are attacking the surface?
Well met, Grey Warden.
The great Paragon Branco will never return. The ancestors...
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too.
I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
I hope Lord Harrowmont wins.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself. Well, it's the lyrium, you know. Raw blood of the earth. It's more alive than you and me. Most of the time, that's no problem. When it's all bundled up in a piece of steel, it'll leave you alone. But handling the ore directly, sometimes you get burned. It's not just your skin it takes off. It'll burn directly into your mind. Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarfs lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much and not every day, and not breathing the dust and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck. Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it. Right, best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
I hope Lord Harrowmont wins.
Does that lead out to the deep roads? I hear they're crawling with darkspawn.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Fair journeys, Warden.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, Warden. What is it? Yes, you should.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
And just a little disturbing. Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
I'm guessing you haven't left yet. Well, I've waited 19 years. Another month won't kill me.
Orzammar will fight alongside you, Warden.
Mothers keep him safe. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Filda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud. But he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself. A warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return. I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the deep roads already? He was a beautiful boy, so meticulous. He used to polish his armor until it glowed. He was with a unit under one of the Dace boys, so his shield would have their insignia, double axis. My son was on a mission near... Oh, it was one of the old Tigers. I never paid much attention. I know it was one of the famous ones. One that was lost in the last blight. May the ancestors guide you.
What is that smell?
Did you see that
Dwarven
fight?
vomit.
In the old days,
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
but not these days.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists? The Shaperit controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperit, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce. The Shaperette is in the prime tier of the city, near the royal estate. Does this mean you will help me then? I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Are you daft?
Can't do that.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin. Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size. A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again. Just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you?
So, you know about him and Morrigan, right? You've heard?
I think I know what you are talking about, yes.
And you agree with it? You don't think that it's dangerous?
Dangerous for whom? Her or him?
Anyone. She's Malefica and rotten to the core. How could he even... this can't be a good idea. She can't be a good influence on him.
I will admit that the thought did cross my mind several times. But look at it another way. Perhaps he will be a good influence on her.
You know, you are just too understanding about stuff like this. Can't you be more judgmental? I'm trying to rant here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead and rant, dear. And I'll just nod my head if you like.
Good day to you.